Welcome to e-learning mode. Myself Rajkumar Rathore, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Government EVPG College, Korba. Today I am present with a video lecture of MSc second semester paper 4 Spectroscopy, Diffraction Methods and Computer for Chemist. The topic that I have selected is Programming in C of Unit 4 Introduction to Computer and Computer Programming in C. The topic that we will learn in this video lecture are history of C language, structure of a C programming, constants and variables. History of C language. C programming language was developed in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratories of AT&T, that is American Telephone and Telegraph, located in USA. Dennis Ritchie is known as founder of C language. It was developed to be used in Unix operating system. It inherits many features of previous languages such as B and BPCL. In this chart, we can see the various languages that has been developed in different years. In 1960, International Group developed Algol language. Then in 1967, Martin Richards developed BPCL. In 1970, Ken Thompson developed B language. Using this BPCL and B language, Dennis Ritchie in 1972 developed traditional C. In 1978, Cunningham and Dennis Ritchie modified traditional C into K and RC. In 1989, ANSI committee developed ANSI-C. Then ISO committee in 1990 developed ANSI ISO-C. And in 1999, Standardization committee developed C99. Features of C language. C language is machine independent or portable. It is mid-level programming language. It is structured programming language. Its library is very rich. It has memory management. It is very speed. It uses pointer, recursion and extensible. Now the structure of C programming. In C programming, when we want to program a program in C, then in the first line the title of that document is being written, that is called as documentation section. Then in the link section, various library files is being attached. It is also called as header files. Here we can see include stdio.h has include conio.h has include math.h. These files contains all the functions that is being used in the programming. So it is very necessary to link all these libraries at the starting of this program. Then there comes definition section and global declaration section. We in MSc chemistry will not use definition section and global declaration sections, so I am leaving this section. Then the next section is main function section. When we start writing a program, first of all we have to write void main, then bracket, then curly braces, then here we have written clear SCR. This clear SCR means clear screen. We have to clear the screen if anything is written in the screen, then we have to clear it. Then there comes declaration section, that is we have to declare various variables, that is called as declaration part. Then there comes executable part. In this part we write all the programs what we want to print in the screen, what you want to take input, all this comes under this executable part. Then get ch and then curly braces. After this comes subprogram section, which contain user defined functions, various types of functions. If you use functions in this programming, then we have to write all the functions after this curly braces. Simplifying this C programming, we can simplifying this C programming, we can write the structure of C programming as this. At the starting, we have to write all the header section, that is the library that we want to use. Here we have used has include stdio.h, has include conio.h. This stdio and conio.h library functions contain all the other functions that we have to use in the program. For example, here we have used printf, which is attached in the stdio.h file. Getch function, if you want to use this function, then we have to attach conio.h file. Then initiation comes there. We to start the program, at starting we have to write void space main and bracket open and close, then curly braces. Then statement part comes. In the statement part, we used to write all the declaration as well as executable part. Then last is termination part. We close this program using this curly braces. Now the function that we have used here, what are the role of these functions? Include stdio.h include the standard input output library functions like printf function. Include conio.h includes the console input output library functions like getch function. Void main, the main function is entry point of every program in C language. Here this programming starts. The void keyword specified that it returns no value. Printf, printf function is used to print data on the console, and getch function is a single character asking function. Until you press any key, it blocks the screen. Now next we come to constant. Constant in C refers to fixed value that do not change during the execution of a program. For example, if you used to write any number 1, 2, 3, 10, 90, it has its usual value. It does not change with the time. So such type of digits are called as constant. C supports various types of constant. For example, it can be divided into two parts, numeric constant and character constant. Numeric constant may be of two types, integer constant and real constant, whereas character constant may be divided into two parts, single character constant and string constant. Integer constant, any number that you write without any decimal, it's called as an integer. For example, if you used to write plus 1 minus 301 or any number, that these numbers are called as integer. For writing an integer, there are certain rules. An integer constant must have at least one digit. It should not contain either a decimal point or exponent. If a constant is positive, it may or may not be preceded by a plus sign. If it is negative, it must be preceded by a minus sign. Commas, blanks, non-digit character are not allowed in integer constant. It means if I have to write 1, 3, 13, then I cannot write it as 1 comma 3. It should be written as 1 3. So no comma or blank or non-digit character is allowed. I cannot write 1a 3. It is not an integer. The value of integer constant cannot exceed a specified limit. The limit is minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. Now real constant. Any quantities like distance, height, temperature, etc. cannot be specified with integer. If I have to measure the height of any table or any other, then if I'm measuring it in meter, then it may be like 0.56 meter or any other value. This point will come. It means all that number which are having decimal or e, they are called as real constant. For example, here we are having certain numbers like 215.65, 0.95, 0.71 in minus and plus 0.5. These are valid real number. It is having one number decimal notation, whole number part, and other is fraction part. Such type of number are called as a real number. Now 215.65 may also be written as 2.1565 e to the power 2, where e to the power 2 means 10 multiplied by 2. So here the decimal floats from this point to 15.2 means the decimal floats from one place to another, so it is called as float. So the real constants are float. Next, single character constant. A single character constant contains a single character enclosed within a pair of single quote mark. For example, character constants are single quote 5, x in a single quote, and so on. Here in ASCII values, for example, if you write a statement print f in double quote %d comma a single quote, then it would print the number 97 because 97 is reserved for this a, or we will write if 97 in this bracket, then we'll get a. String constant. When we used to write any digits or any words, anything, any letter, number, special character or blank space within double quote, then it is called as string constant. Remember, a character constant written in single quote is not equivalent to the string constant written in the double quote. The two are different. If here, if you'll write print f in double inverted comma percent d and we'll write welcome or anything else, then in this screen we'll get welcome as a print. Whatever we'll write in double inverted comma or double quote will get the same in the screen. Now keyword in C language. A keyword is a reserved word. We cannot use it as a variable name, constant name, etc. Means these are the 32 keywords which cannot be used either as a constant or variable. These are auto, break, case, char, const, continue, default, do, double, else, enum, extern, float, for, go to, if, int, long, register, return, start, signed, size of, static, struct, switch, type def, union, unsigned, void, volatile, while. These all the words are reserved for certain meanings in the C language. So it can never be used either as a variable or a constant in C language. Other than that, we can use any word or a special character or any number, anything else. But we cannot use these keywords as a variable or constant. Now variable. A variable is a data name that may be used to store a data value. A variable may take different values at different time during execution. We know in mathematics we used to write, let us assume any number x or y or z and so on, and the value of this x and y varies with time. So these x and y are called as variable because at one time it may have value of 1, at another time x may have value of 2, at another time it may have value of 10, 20, 50 and so on. Means it is not constant, it varies from time to time. Such type of numbers or characters whatever we are using are called as variable. There are certain rules. First, they must begin with a letter. Some system permit underscore as a first character. ANSI standard recognize a length of 31 characters only. However, length should not be normally more than 8 characters, since only the first 8 characters are treated as significant by many compilers. Uppercase and lowercase are significant. That is, the variable total is not same as total. Total in capital and total in small will have two different meaning, or it can be used as two different variables. It should not be a keyword that we have seen earlier. White spaces is not allowed, means blank spaces cannot be used as variable. Now for some examples of valid variables names are John, Delhi, Mark, value, x1, someone, t underscore raise, ph underscore value, distance. These are valid variable names. Invalid 1, 2, 3 digits because it is having fixed value, so it cannot be used as a variable. Area in bracket, it cannot be used because it is having special character. Percent, 25th, it cannot be used. Further example of variable name and their correctness are given in the table. First, underscore tag, it is valid. Char, not valid because it is a keyword. Price, dollar, not valid because dollar is an illegal sign. This group space 1, not valid because blank space is not permitted. Average underscore number is a valid because it is not having any special character other than underscore, but the first 8 characters are significant. Int underscore type is valid because int is a keyword but it is used with another word, so it can be a valid variable. Thank you.